I just wanted to let everybody know that My Patriot Supply is again offering the $200 off on their 3-month emergency food kit. So now's the time to get it. If you haven't got it before, you can get 3 months of emergency food for each member in your family for $200 off. Just go to preparewiththinkaboutit.com for your $200 off savings. And if you order today before 3 p.m., it'll ship out the same day. $200 off still from My Patriot Supply. So now's your chance to get some great survival food if you need it. Hi, Steve here. Unfortunately, the truth is, World War III is already here. And before much longer, world events will spiral completely out of control. Did you know that we just bombed the Houthis in Yemen? Each new day in this new year seems to bring some sort of new escalation. And for now, most Americans can ignore all of the fighting because it's all happening on the other side of the world. For now. But how are you going to feel when the U.S. is actively engaged in multiple wars simultaneously, and those wars are directly affecting daily life inside the United States? The time to speak out against the reckless policies of our government is before the entire world is engulfed in flames. Once thousands of missiles start flying, it'll be too late. Did you know that this weekend, Taiwan will hold an election which may decide whether the U.S. and China go to war? China has already framed this election as a choice between war and peace. The candidate that's been leading in the polls is the candidate that China hates the most. If he wins, a Chinese invasion becomes very likely. And the moment that China invades Taiwan, the U.S. and China will be at war. Meanwhile, the war in the Middle East just got even more tense. A U.S.-led coalition just struck more than a dozen targets in Yemen. A U.S.-led coalition has attacked sites in Yemen associated with Iranian-backed Houthi rebels who have been firing dozens of drones and missiles into the Red Sea shipping lanes. In addition to being at war with Iran-backed militias in Iraq and Syria, now we are essentially at war with the Houthis. We're being told that the targets included radar systems, drone storage and launch sites, ballistic missile storage and launch sites, and cruise missile storage and launch sites. The war in Ukraine is going to get a lot worse too. The Russian forces have been steadily gaining ground. I feel really bad for those who have been forcibly conscripted to fight on front lines like senior citizens. The Russians are constantly pummeling the front lines with all sorts of weaponry like massive glide bombs that possess enormous destructive power. Can you imagine sitting in a muddy trench hour after hour as tremendous explosions go off all around you? As the Ukrainians continue to lose ground, they will become increasingly desperate. Some Ukrainian leaders have suggested using U.S.-supplied weapons to strike missile launch sites inside Russia. And Dmitry Medvedev is warning that such a move could provoke a nuclear response. This war should have been ended a long time ago. At some point, someone's going to push things too far, and then there will be no going back. Jesus told us, "You will hear the noise of wars nearby and the news of wars far off. See to it that you don't become frightened. Such things must happen, but the end is not yet, or yet to come." The truth is, many people will be entering eternity long before they ever dreamed they would. You or me could be one of them. I know I'm ready, but if you don't have a relationship, a personal one with a living God, Yeshua, Jesus, then you are not ready to enter eternity. If you need help or don't know how to pray or what to pray, I leave a link in the description box below. with a link that will take you to a simple prayer and help you start your relationship with God. And then you will be ready for eternity, no matter what happens, tomorrow, today, or in the future. Think about it.